find it's that hard to like manage your audience, considering obviously you appeal to like both like people who would only listen to Asian style music, but also people that would listen to like R&B, hip hop style as well.
Yeah, I think that's a really big thing. Like I've spoken to my dad about that a lot. And he's like, oh, you know what, you like, it would be nice for you to just pick one and stick to it. But at the end of the day, I feel like, for example, before I did Asian music, I was only doing, like the Western kind of things. And that was before I made music with Joash. So coming into making songs like Be Mine and Jonathan, stuff like that, my audience were probably not Asian at all, or they weren't people that would listen to Asian music at all. But from releasing those kind of tracks, even the people that were there before that were saying like, this is actually like, I'm listening to a lot more stuff like this. Like I was on BBC Asian Network at the last part of last year, with Bobby Friction, and like all my friends, like my white friends and mixed race friends, people who aren't brown, they were listening to it and they were like, you know what, he actually played some bangers in between there as well. Like I hadn't heard him before. I don't know what they're saying, but it sounds good. So I feel like there's bits and pieces that people can take from by listening to a bit of everything. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah,
definitely. I think like you were saying before about the whole like steel drums like style stuff becoming more of a thing. I think like look at Burna Boy for example.
Yeah.
Like he's obviously like blown up, and it's not just Nigerian people that are enjoying him.
Yeah.
Oh my
So
god, exactly. Yeah.
the same thing can happen for brown people as well. They don't need to necessarily be confined to that specific audience.
And also, I found when you make music in a specific language, that does not box you off from different cultures. Listening to
definitely not.
I listen to a lot of foreign music, like random music from different countries, and I like thoroughly enjoy it as long as it sounds good. I don't need to necessarily know what they're talking about. Like you can still enjoy it the same.
Have you guys been hearing like DBE and Young Gods?
Yeah.
They've been collabing with people from like different parts of Europe.
Yeah.
And I've just stumbled across like some of these tracks that they've done, and obviously they're rapping and singing in English. But these other guys, I don't know if they're German or from Holland or France or somewhere.
Yeah.
But it's actually wavy. Like it makes you want to listen to more of the artists.
We were just talking about Spanish and Dutch and Australian and like Irish drill.
Oh
how, like,
yeah,
that comes
yeah.
from like all different parts of the world, and like it still slaps. Like
Definitely.
as long as like the beats still go hard, and like you can kind of like. You don't necessarily even need to know what they're saying, but like still like you can still enjoy it so much. Like you remember Dutch Valley, I know he's cancelled, but Dutch Valley did
I was thinking
that
the same thing.
remix. I can't remember what the song's called now, do you remember?
Yeah, no.
But he did an international remix. It had like an Albanian guy, an Indian guy, and a French or a Spanish guy. They're all drill rappers. Australian rappers they're all drill rappers, and the song does slap, I'm not gonna lie. Haven't listened to it in a while, but good song.
Yeah, I love it. I just have to put that in there. I haven't heard it in a while.
You can like mix up all these cultures. It doesn't have to be the one language or culture throughout the song. You can like mix them all up, and they still like, you can find a way.
Sure. So like, would you say that your influences are mainly British or Asian or from all around? Like,
I think there's an equal balance of both in there, because like I think I said in the last interview as well, like as much as we live in England and we're British, we're English, whatever you want to call it, speak English, we go home and we eat curry. You know what I mean? Our parents wear ethnic clothes. Do you know what I mean? You go see grandparents, it's the same thing. So you can't really get rid of those traditions no matter how hard you try. And another thing as well is that as brown people, we carry that as a tag wherever we go, our names. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you kind of have to pay respect to that aspect as well, and the culture is always going to be something that's there in front of you anyway. So yeah, I'd say it's an equal balance of both, because as much as you can be as Western as possible, it's nice to kind of bring in the traditions that you're brought up with, the culture and stuff like that that we have.